Hi, welcome to Sue Marie P. My name's Sue and today I'm going to share a new cookie recipe. It's my new flaxseed cookie rolled in sesame seeds. It's got a little bit of ground almonds. It's based on my 3-ingredient rice flour cookie recipe that's been super popular. It's got no eggs, no dairy. So if you'd like to see how to make this delicious semi-healthy flaxseed cookie, come with me and let's see. Thanks for clicking on. If you're new here today, I like experimenting with different grains and flours, and I like to mix my healthy and semi-healthy, and sometimes I'm a little bit naughty and have a little bit of sugar, but today it's January and I want to be a little bit healthier this month. I'm doing a cookie with, I think it's got 5 ingredients, but it's based on my 3-ingredient cookie recipe, and I'm going to use a combination of ground flax, which I've just whizzed it in my NutriBullet before I started filming. And flax seeds are really good for you. They're high in omega-3s, high in fibre, protein, and there are some reports that say that it can help menopause symptoms. So all you do is you grind flax seeds and make it ground flax or flax powder or flax meal, and it's easier to digest when it's ground instead of eating the seeds. Okay, so in there I just popped in 3/4 of a cup or 70 grams or 2.5 ounces. I did try this recipe with all flax, but it had a little bit of an aftertaste. I can only seem to find the brown flaxseed here, but you can buy golden flaxseed, or it's also known as linseeds. And in here I've got some ground almonds, which I've just bought the prepared ground almonds, and I'm popping in 50 grams or half a cup, which is 1.8 ounces. 1.8 ounces. And like my other recipe, it's got tahini. So tahini is instead of using almond paste or peanut butter. I love tahini. I love the sesame seed flavour. My one's quite runny because it's at the end of the jar. I've popped in 90 grams, which is half a cup. And depending on the brand of tahini you buy, some of them are a bit thicker than others. So you may need to just eyeball and adjust your recipe accordingly. Okay, and for a sweetener, I've tried this a few ways, but today I'm going to go back to my original recipe and add in the maple syrup. So I've got 1/3 of a cup of maple syrup, but I've also tried it with honey, which isn't vegan, but it does taste really delicious too with the sesame seeds. And there's a golden syrup version here in Sweden called Lurius syrup. So all I'll do is mix this together. It's best to actually rest this in the fridge for about 15 minutes before you start rolling it. If you're in a hurry or you're in a super hurry, maybe you could pop it in the freezer for 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, it's all mixed up. I can't see any greeny bits. So I'm just going to throw the bowl in the fridge like that and set my timer for 15 minutes. Then we come back and start rolling. I wanted to also share that I have a website called suemariep.com, and if you want to subscribe and become a member, I send out newsletters once a month with some recipe ideas and just an update on what I'm doing. I also have, there's a little button down below that says thanks. So if you want to buy me a coffee, help pay for some flour or buy me flowers, you can click the button there and send a little donation. Every little bit helps. I love sharing videos and I want to continue doing more in 2023. So while we're waiting for our cookie dough, we need to preheat the oven to 180 degrees C with a fan, 200 without a fan, or that's 390 Fahrenheit or 360 with a fan. I'm just going to preheat that now so it's nice and warm before we start baking. We need to get a large cookie tray, which I've just popped my large tray with some paper on top. And I used the base of a glass to squish the cookies down. And I've got about 2 to 3 tablespoons of just raw sesame seeds, the white ones, to roll the cookies in. It's time to start rolling our cookies. So I've got my bowl of cookie batter here, and it's firmed up now because it's been in the fridge relaxing. And I've got 1 teaspoon, and I just grab a little bit on the teaspoon and roll it in almost a ball. Roll it in the sesame seeds. They're a bit delicate, but they turn out fantastic. Then you just pop it on the tray, and I just kind of like flatten it slightly with my fingers, and use the base of this jar to get it into a nice shape, which is almost a circle. They don't tend to spread too much, so it's okay if they're quite close. Well, that one looks pretty perfect. And I've got some sesame seeds on my fingers, so it's getting onto the cookie dough as I roll it, but it's okay. I might try and squeeze them all onto the one tray. I think I've only got enough for 3 balls. I've made them quite generous today. I think my teaspoon was a little bit larger than normal. My teaspoon heap. I'm going to squish that one on there. I've made 12 medium-sized cookies today. I'm going to bake them on my middle shelf for 8 minutes. My oven runs hot, so they're quite quick, but keep an eye on them. You may need 10 minutes. You just want to cook them till you can see that they're golden brown on the outside. And the oven's been heating up at 180 fan forced. Yes, I was a bit generous. They came out quite large today. So let me just crack one open. I'll bite into the small one. It's a delicious cookie. I love the sesame seed tahini flavour. And with the honey or maple syrup, it gives it a really nice contrast. And you've got the goodness of the flax. A great healthy alternative. No eggs, no dairy, gluten-free. If you've liked my video today, don't forget, hit the thumbs up. If you're new, consider subscribing. Don't forget, if you love the recipe, show your support down below with a thanks. Every little bit helps. And I'll pop a few other recipe ideas up above. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.